Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome to the match review of Barcelona 1, Dynamo Kyiv 0. Barcelona needed to win this game. We all said coming into the fixture, please win Barcelona, please get the 3 points that we all know we massively needed. And we have got it. We get the victory, guys. That's now 2 wins in a row, which is what we wanted, to be fair, at the Camp Nou. We've beaten Valencia on the weekend. We've beaten Dynamo Kyiv midweek. We are slowly getting back on track. I think the issue here is, again, the performance, the way we played tonight, how unconvincing we were. And that, of course, is worrying. So all of that, guys, will be covered in today's match review. But Barcelona win. And let's get started. And this right here is the team that Koeman lined up with. I think initially, guys, this team didn't really fill anyone with much confidence. Of course, Longley came back into defence. You had again Serginho Dest there at right wing and Mingueza at right back. As we predicted, the midfield three also of Busquets, De Jong and Gavi. But then up front, guys, Memphis on the left and Luke De Jong up front. I think that was what people thought, hey, you know, what's going on here? Maybe surely Coutinho could have started. But anyway, that's what Koeman went for. And I think, to be fair, the first half was actually probably better than the second half when the changes were actually made. I think we did have some good chances in the first half. We weren't great, but we did keep Dynamo out. Dynamo all night long really actually didn't have any/many chances. So it is nice to keep a clean sheet there for ter Stegen, to be fair. And they didn't really threaten us at all. So that is good. We had chances. Serginho Dest on right wing again, I thought was dangerous, if not a bit sloppy sometimes. But he had a header that went just over the bar from an Alba cross. I do think our performance in general, and I'll say this all game long, it just comes down to what's being done on the training ground and the tactical setup that we're implementing from the coach, in my opinion. And I've said that in previous weeks too. And it's just incomparable to the top teams in Europe. The way we move the ball, our positional play, the gaps we leave in between our lines are really, really poor. And in and out of possession, guys, our structure, it really lets us down, in my opinion. You see it when we're without the ball. Dynamo have massive, massive patches of the pitch to just play around us. The press is really, really weak too. It's very disjointed. And then when we're in possession, guys, the gaps between the players, they're completely wrong. Some of them are too short, some of them are far too long. Players are on top of each other, or players are far too far away from each other. These are all details, guys, that the top coaches iron out. And I just think right now, structure-wise, when I look at us, I don't think, we've got a proper system here. Because right now, in my opinion, we just don't. We still create chances. Luke De Jong, frustratingly again, had chances and missed them. I think especially it's the headers with De Jong that we think, how on earth are you missing them? That's literally what you were brought for. But hey, De Jong, he had a good chance from a header, from a set piece from Memphis Depay. In my opinion, should have scored it. He was close, but he should have scored it. He also had a shot that was really well saved, to be fair, by Bushchan in goal. Bushchan last season actually made a lot of really, really good saves against Barcelona, but tonight, again, that was a really, really smart stop from him, to be fair, diving over to the right-hand corner. But Barcelona did finally get the breakthrough. This came just after another good chance for Dest, by the way. Dest was one-on-one, hit it straight at the keeper, should have scored. So we did have chances, and we finally got the breakthrough. The cross was from Jordi Alba. It was after a corner, really. It was actually after the Dest chance that went out for a corner. From the resulting play, it fell at Alba's feet, and the ball back in is really good. I think Alba all night long was very dangerous again. We said that in the Valencia review as well. He's a very dangerous player, a real asset there from left-back. I thought, again, he had a very good game tonight, Alba. Probably was our best player, actually, Jordi Alba, so well done to Alba tonight. The ball was very good, and it's Piqué, actually, who stayed up from the corner there, and he lashes at home on the volley. It's a really good finish by Piqué. We know he's got that in his locker. The player seemed, jubilant. It was an important goal for us. We know the importance of this game, guys. We have got the victory, so to get that first goal after we had made some good chances was positive. So for Barcelona, that did mean going into the break, we were indeed 1-0 up at half-time. And heading into that second half, guys, I think Koeman, to be fair to him, actually reacted whilst we were winning. And I actually like to see that in a coach. I really do. I think it's a very underrated trait. So I was really happy with the changes he made. He took off Mingueza and Luke De Jong for Coutinho and Ansu Fati. I don't think Mingueza needed to be taken off, but it's fair enough. He changed the formation. We almost went to a 4-2-3-1 there. We had Busquets and De Jong in the pivot. Dest went back to right back there to make up a back four. And then we had Gavi on the right, Ansu on the left, and Coutinho in behind Memphis. And I think on paper, guys, that's quite exciting. That's the sort of thing that we maybe could be using in the Clásico, for example, on Sunday. But you know what? It just didn't really work. That second half was, again, very, very dull from Barcelona. A bit like the one against Valencia. To be fair, again, we didn't give Dynamo many chances at all, of course. They had a few free kicks. They pushed forward. They tried to get the goal. Of course they would, because they were 1 goal down. But to be honest, 1, they didn't really do much, and 2, when they did push forward, we weren't really threatened. So that was positive. I think we must say that Dynamo, again, a bit like Valencia, actually didn't really help themselves. I think Real Madrid certainly will be a tougher challenge than our last 2 opponents. I really do think that, and of course we will be discussing that in the next few days when we do the match preview for the Real Madrid game. But really both sides didn't have many clear-cut chances, or any chances at all, actually. There was a bit of a weird moment moment near the start of the half where Ansu Fati took it off the goalkeeper. Memphis laid it back to him, and then Ansu tried to flick it up and over him. Should have really laid it back to Coutinho there, for being honest, but that could have maybe and should have been 2-0 Barcelona. But other than that, guys, look, again, it was so quiet. It really was. I think it upset the fans. I think we come off the edge of this game now probably thinking, that was a bit of a slog. I think, and that second half played a big part in that, because just not much happened at all. We barely created anything. Again, we didn't look dangerous in attack at all. Again, I'll say it again, it did remind me a bit of the second half we used to play under Valverde. I suppose it was nicer back then because we were top of the league, we were flying, we were winning big games, and it felt better, it felt part of something. Right now, when we're playing like this, after the results we've had, it's nice to be winning, but I think no one is really filled with confidence off the back of that, and that's the issue with playing this sort of way, in my opinion. You don't get anything to build on, and that's not good, because now in future games, in Real Madrid game, we can't go into it and say, look, play like we did against Dynamo Kyiv, because it wasn't that good, and that's the issue when you don't play well and you win, guys, I suppose. You don't have anything to fall back on, that style, that philosophy, which of course is spoken about so much at Barcelona, but result-wise and play-wise, in this context, I don't massively mind it. I think, again, we got the job done tonight. We needed to win this, guys, and this is a moment for me where we can't really complain. We've got so little right now as Barcelona fans, really, for what we should be having as a club. But when you win, when you need to, you've got to be happy with that. We did come into it and we've said, please, guys, get the job done. And we've got the 3 points. Now we can hope that Bayern beat Benfica. That will keep us in a good spot. Next time we play Dynamo in the Champions League, we'll be away from home again. Same as tonight. We have to win that game. Non-negotiable, has to be 3 points, and that again will be a huge game for the team. But the next fixture for the club, really, guys, in every competition is in La Liga, and that's on a Sunday against Real Madrid, of course, in El Clasico, again at the Camp Nou. That's going to be Sunday afternoon, and that is a big, big game. The team will need to perform a lot better than they have done tonight. Koeman's lineup, Koeman's strategy will be absolutely key for that game, and that, again, shouldn't fill us with massive confidence, because Koeman getting the lineup and the strategy right, it's unlikely. But let's hope it happens, guys. I think certainly, it has been good that there is a little more calm at the club. I said that before the Valencia game. The fact that Koeman has kind of been ratified as coach, it has made the players know that, no one new's coming in here. We've got to perform now. Koeman's the coach. We've got to deliver. So, look, we've got 3 massive games this week, and we've won 2 of them. So I'm happy right now. I'm content with what we're seeing from Barcelona. Performance-wise, it was nowhere near good enough. I completely agree with that. In my opinion, the coach should have been changed, or / should be changed. And I think certainly in the summer also, Laporta and his board need to properly plan the squad and the sporting project, because this, for me, just cannot carry on like this. We'll just go down and down and down. And we all know that. We could go on about that all night long. But for today's game, guys, we got the job done. We got the 3 points in the Champions League. We're not back on track because we're just in such a bad spot in it, but we are getting back on track, and that's important. So I am going to wrap it up there. There wasn't an awful much to talk about in the second half, so I kind of just started rambling about general issues. But first half, we created chances. All round, we weren't convincing, but we did get the 3 points. The goal came from a left-back crossing it to a centre-back, so that really should tell you everything. But it's a good win for Barca, and I'll see you guys very, very soon, either for a tactical preview or a match preview. I'll see how I'm doing, time-wise with that one. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed the match review. As ever, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and good night.